Today I'll be talking about a pilot project called Open Speaks Archives, and this pilot discusses the knowledge in and about low resource languages. Some of the things that I would be discussing to discuss the broader problems with the Wikimedia citations. There's a flat citation policy broadly that enforces written notable sources. It doesn't take into account the historical disadvantages and oppression that have affected a community's ability to create written notable sources. Knowledge in most low resource languages is predominantly oral and not written, and these languages are also predominantly oral and don't have writing systems. Colonialism and other forms of oppression have historically erased and suppressed these knowledge systems. Wikimedia and Wikipedia policies, particularly, exclude oral knowledge by design. The lack of representation on Wikimedia platforms, only 354 Wikipedias exist, and there are about 7,164 spoken languages around the world. And as I mentioned, historically, indigenous and endangered languages are severely underrepresented, and policies like the no original research on Wikipedia, for instance, make oral citation nearly impossible, and that defies Wikimedia's larger goal of sum of all knowledge because we lack equitable measures. Some of the past efforts that include oral knowledge in Wikimedia projects, I looked at four different projects. There's the Kente Weaving Media Project from Ghana that basically had community collaboration, Wikimedia community collaboration with a weaving community, and the documented media was uploaded on Wikimedia Commons, was used in different Wikipedia articles. Over 400 files that represent the Ekpe language and culture from Nigeria were also uploaded on Wikimedia Commons and were used in different Wikipedia and other Wikimedia project entries. The Indic Oral Culture project documented folk culture from India in various languages. Wikitongues is a crowdsourced project that contributed multilingual oral videos to Wikimedia projects. However, these files cannot be cited as sources because they are original research in terms of the Wikimedia citation policies. This pilot, it was built around existing language documentation that are suitable for Wikimedia projects. There were five focus languages: Balasari Odia, which is my native language, Bonda, and Ho and Vangujari are three endangered and vulnerable languages from India. Kusunda is a near extinct language that is being revived now. And these languages were particularly chosen because of their lack of representation on Wikimedia projects. They were initially reviewed by native speakers and language experts, and the community collaboration was ensured during the time of recording in the first place. They were subtitled into neighboring official languages and English, and the subtitles adhere to BBC subtitle guidelines. The execution also involved creating time text for Wikimedia Commons, and the subtitles were uploaded as text, making them editable. They, of course, were multilingual and screen friendly. They were accessible. The project also adhere to the CARE principles, which is collective benefit, authority, responsibility, and ethics. This is to ensure the community sovereignty. The findings from this project include some of the very important considerations. One is the infrastructural advantages that the project had. The source films had GLAM partnerships. Library of Congress acquired these films, providing LCCNs, the Library of Congress control numbers. And there are also EIDIA, and yes, this is another standard for feature films and films, otherwise providing them DOI numbers. And then there was also all movie identifiers. All these identifiers helped create citation on Wikimedia projects. And they were already in open licenses. We received Wikimedia Rapid Grant which help in editing, subtitling, and translations, all the things that cannot be done by volunteers largely or professionally. And when we look at these aspects, most low resource language communities do not have these advantages and privileges. And some of the takeaways include the primary challenge here, which is the citation policies that Wikipedia and Wikimedia projects have, and that largely restrict oral knowledge. As I mentioned earlier, the low resource language communities lack access to the resources this pilot had, and there's also substantial technical and institutional support that is needed. And without that, citing oral knowledge is difficult. Oral history can be recorded and uploaded and used as representational media, but cannot be cited on Wikipedia and Wikimedia projects. So in terms of recommendations, the first one is an equitable citation policy across Wikimedia projects that allow community-curated select oral history. It doesn't have to be all the languages. It could be specific languages that where the speaker communities have suffered historical oppression. The second part is the technical tools that are required to be built. We did a technical tool wish list because this pilot required many tools to be used, but those tools didn't exist, and funding is required to build these tools. And these tools, when built, would help media subtitling and archiving easier. And the third one is the oral knowledge documentation projects need significant amount of resources, and those resources have to be available. And without these, Wikimedia projects and Wikipedia would continue the same erasures that they claim to resist. The links to this project, OpenSpeaks is available on Wikiversity, and OpenSpeaks archives is available on the MetaWiki. Thank you so much.